this is Jay, 1981 Ration of Food Review, and today we're going to be looking at the Nestle Classic 1927 chocolate bar. I came across this bar one day when I was out shopping and it looked really cool. I was thinking the Roaring Twenties. I mean, that's what they call the 20s, the Roaring Twenties, so I figured the bar must be really high quality, really special. As you can see in the intro, I had some really key, important things that happened in 1927. Alfred Hitchcock debuted. Babe Ruth hits his 60th home run. And also, The Jazz Singer was the first movie with sound. You can see that picture up there. January the 7th, the first transatlantic call was made from New York to London. That's another one of those pictures. Al Capone was making millions selling booze and leading his mob. That was Al Capone's era. Also, they also made a land speed record with a 1,000 horsepower Sunbeam car at Daytona. It was 203.75 miles per hour. Jack Dempsey finished up his career in 27. And also, I believe you pronounce it, the Savoy Conference that was held in 1927. An international conference discussing electrons and photons, I believe. That's what I researched. And 17 of the 29 attendees were or became Nobel Prize winners. And one of those people that were included in that was Albert Einstein, as you can see in one of the other pictures. So that's a few key things about 1927. 1927, the Roaring Twenties. Cinemas, automobiles, radios, airplanes, bootleggers such as Al Capone, booze, that's what he's bootlegging, flappers. You guys know what flappers are? They're basically free women, free and fun women trying to shake off the shackles of oppression. For years women were held down and they had to act a certain way. They had to be seen and not heard and listen to their men. But the 20s were ushering in a new type of woman that liked to smoke and drink and listen to jazz music and dance. So they called those ladies flappers, which I never heard of before I started looking up information on the 20s and 27 in particular. But I checked out, I was reading information on all of the 20s. World War that ended in 1918. People were eager to enjoy life in the 20s, and a number of new inventions added to the excitement. There was also things like vacuum cleaners. The first modern type washing machine with a spinner was invented in 27. The economy seemed to be good in the 20s. Money was more free flowing in certain cases, and like any period of time, even when things are going good, there's still people that may not be doing so good. But just from what I gathered, it seemed like a big transition time from the ways of old to a more modern day era, from where people were working and owning their own land and working at their own jobs and farms and doing their own thing, from things switching to a more modern day as we have it today. That's just my take on it. You can read all of that yourselves. It's all kinds of information on the 20s. I mean, I'm not going to get into talking about the 20s. I could be here for years talking about that. That's just a little overview of the 20s. That's just the build up for trying out this bar. So without further ado, I'm going to open this up. You see this camera? It doesn't focus automatically. It doesn't even focus with the button. I'm just smelling this bar. I took the full thing out. Let's see. I'll just back this up here. Yeah, we might have a better chance because I'm zoomed right in. Let's see if I can use this focus. So it's focusing pretty good. Okay, I'm just going to try to keep this brief and shoot right through, you know, not have a big lengthy video. Have one with not so many edits, you know. A lot of these ration guys, I hear them, they say it's a lot of editing. It makes, you know, it's a small difference that the viewer might find. That small difference is a lot of work to do all of these little edits. It could be hundreds, 300, 400, 500 edits, cutting little pieces out. But you can just shoot straight through and try to avoid that. So this is the bar. Anyway, it's pretty basic, chocolate covered bar. I'm just smelling it now. I remember as a kid having a bar like this. It smells alright, but it reminds me of something I got for Halloween one year. Sort of like it smells good, but it almost reminds me of like a low I don't want to say low quality, because it doesn't seem low quality, but it's just a light chocolate smell. So very light and mild. And I also got some milk here, because there's only one thing that goes with chocolate really good, and that's milk in my world. But I read online about this bar. It's milk chocolate covered wafer with hazelnut cream filling. So I've seen on the package. Let's see if you can see that there. You see? I think it's focusing, yeah. There's hazelnuts on it. I figured it was 1927 gold packaging, the roaring 20s. I'm gonna get this bar. It's gonna be thick, high quality chocolate. It's gonna be some filling in the middle, like a Ferrero Rocher or a Lindor type high quality chocolate. And I figure it's gonna be all kinds of big hazelnuts. It's gonna be a really extravagant chocolate bar. And then I get something like this. So let's just take a bite. Anyway, it's just a basic chocolate covered wafer bar. It's almost exactly like the bar I got for Halloween that year. I mean, it's a real letdown. I mean, it's okay. It's just a chocolate covered wafer bar with chocolate in the middle. Just like an average bar. I mean, it tastes fine, but you know, where are the nuts? Where's the thick filling? Where's the thick chocolate on the outside? Yeah, I mean, I paid $1 for this. It's not even worth $1. I'd probably pay 50 cents for it at the most. That's what I feel about it. They could have had a chocolate, something like this on a Kit Kat bar chocolate, something of that quality. That would have been a lot better. But you know, it's a light, crispy snack with light chocolate. I mean, it's probably suitable for someone that was born in 1927. Like, it's suitable for an old person like that they can put it in their mouth and let it soak into a mush and eat it like that, because it's really nothing to it. It's not much going on with this bar. Like, it's probably better if I went back in the 20s, if I could go back in time and get like a Hershey bar, or if I had a chocolate bar that is actually from the 20s, like a Hershey bar or something like that, and ate that right now, it would probably be head and shoulders above this. It's a really disappointing bar. There's not much to it. And I'd rather a Kit Kat bar, a Snickers, Butterfinger, Arrow, anything. Like, yeah, this bar is good. It's no off taste. It's edible. Everything is fine, but it's almost like those really cheap wafer cookies you get at the supermarket. You get a big bag for like $1, like a big bag of them. Only for those ones don't have chocolate on them, but they're not chocolate covered. But it's like just a really cheap sort of chocolate bar. Have the same satisfaction as if you ate a Kit Kat or a Butterfinger. So, I mean, I don't know what to say about it. I mean, it doesn't live up to the roaring 20s attitude and name. It's more like maybe something from the dirty 30s, like a depression bar. If I was to make this bar and call it 1927, I would have a Ferrero Rocher center, or I'd have I'd use like a chocolate from like a Kit Kat. Like, yeah, I mean, that Yorkie I had just puts this bar to shame. That Yorkie was delicious. I just love the Yorkie. Yeah, once again, I don't know what to say about it. Light wafer bar, light amount of chocolate. The middle was supposed to have a hazelnut cream filling, which was unidentifiable. There's not much classic about it, in my opinion. But you know, anyway, I hope you liked the video, and maybe I saved you $1, you know. Or if you got a $1 and you got nothing else better to do with that $1, you can go get yourself a 1927 and let me know how you like it. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you're as disappointed as I am about it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not too broke up, but if I had to pick it apart, yeah, you know, it's not great. It's edible. It's something that you can eat, but it's nothing you're not gonna be blown away by this bar. Well, anyway, this is Jay 1981 for Rational Food Review. I hope you liked the video, and I'll be coming back soon with something new, old, or something even homemade, hopefully. Alright. Cool. I'll see you guys later. As if anyone is out there. Maybe I'm just doing this all alone. Maybe these guys from 1927 can see this and fix this problem. See ya.